Okay, welcome back. The purpose of this video is just to kind of reflect on the lucid dreaming series, what the original intention was and, what was helpful and kind of the lead up to having my first intentional lucid dream within this particular series. And going back, the original intention was just to remember my dreams so that I can have lucid dreams. And that's kind of how it played out. But going back to the first video, I talk about having a meditation practice and also doing energy work. And with the meditation practice, I do many different things. The style is visual, something this is a personal practice, but it's also something that we teach here. But simple things I'm doing in my meditation practice would be grounding my body, vibrating in forgiveness, releasing unwanted energy from around my body in the aura or from the energy system in the body, those channels and chakras, cleaning the energy system out, running earth and cosmic energy. That really helps validate body and spirit, and really centering myself. These are just simple yet powerful things that are very helpful. It's not just helpful for lucid dreaming. I really think that all the things I'm mentioning, all these together, really are really helpful in the lucid dreaming practice, at least from my experience. It wasn't necessarily just one particular thing. It was a grouping of things, all those things combined. Now, in addition to my meditation practice, I was starting to incorporate the binaural beats. So some people might use that to help them fall asleep. For me, it was just kind of inducing kind of a deeper relaxation. Not that my body was fully shutting down, but it was just getting much more relaxed, where it was like heading towards sleep, basically. And then I would kind of use my meditation tools and techniques. And the main one was just bring my attention to the center of my head. So that was helpful. The other thing I talked about, energy work. And in particular, what I'm referring to was the astral body healings. I think I had a video where I kind of showed a clip of me receiving an astral body healing from my wife. And I'm aware that not everybody knows about the astral body, or how to may have never received an astral body healing. That is something that we offer in our site, or even how to give these healings. Because when you give a healing, you're also healing your own astral body. That's the really fun part of being a healer and doing healings. But it is something that we offer. We have a lucid dreamer training, but it's a 6 months training. It's online, but to get there, you need to get through the clairvoyant training, which is like a year-long training. So it's about a 1.5 year process. In the clairvoyant training, we do have there's a couple weeks where we start to talk about dreaming, and there's an introduction to energy bodies and particularly the astral body, and we discuss dreaming. So there is an intro to the astral body in the clairvoyant training, but it goes deeper in the lucid dreaming 6 months training. So those two things are helpful: the meditation practice, the energy work. And then I said in addition to those things, those 3 things would be setting my intention. So every day, but especially before I went to sleep, I want to remember my dreams. I want to have lucid dreams. And they're very easy, simple, and effective and powerful, I find, your intention. The next thing was keeping a dream journal, writing anytime I woke up. And I find it helpful to remain still, not moving around too much, and just kind of going back to what your last dream was or whatever you can recall. And once you get enough information, then coming all the way out and then writing it down. You can use a regular pen and paper. I use it on my phone, my notes on my phone, whatever works for you. And the more you go down this lucid dreaming practice, you'll remember more and more details, meaning your awareness is increasing in the dream state, which is what you want, because that's going to lead to you having these lucid dreams and just more interesting experiences in your dream state or dream space. Plus, you'll start to notice patterns. After many weeks or months, you'll start to go, wow, I keep having the same dream every so often, or why is this particular thing or dream character keep showing up? And you recognize dream signs. So that's very helpful. And then the last thing was the reality checks. Asking yourself numerous times throughout the day, kind of recommend at least 10 times, if not more. If you need to set reminders throughout the day on your phone or whatever it is, you can do Post-its, in your workspace, or if you work at home or wherever, whatever it is. When I originally practiced this, I was living in an RV and traveling, so I had all these Post-its kind of all around, and it would just say, "Are you dreaming?" or "Do a reality check," or whatever it was I had there. But eventually, you want to get to the point where you're not getting the reminders, that you're just remembering on your own to, oh wait, am I dreaming right now? Is there anything strange happening right now? Anything bizarre? And then testing it. You know, there's the hand one that I mentioned, or some people just use a finger, where you're trying to put a finger or hand through the other hand. So the more you do this, it's going to happen in your dreams. You'll start questioning things because dreams are bizarre. They're strange. And, you know, obviously your hand will go through your other hand in the dream space. Then you'll be like, whoa, yeah, I'm for sure dreaming. And there's other reality checks that you can do. I think I mentioned some of those in prior videos in this series. So it wasn't necessarily one thing that really helped. It was a combination of these things: the meditation practice, and incorporating the binaural beats, the energy work, and setting the intentions, the dream journal, and the reality checks. It was a combination of all those things that really helped. It also helped me in particular that I've practiced this before. You know, the first time around that I did this, it took me 2 months to have my first intentional lucid dream. So this time it was much shorter. It was like 18 days. So don't get discouraged if you're new to this and you're wanting to have your first intentional lucid dream. It may take some time. Just keep going, because it can get frustrating at times. You feel like you're putting all this work in and like it's not working, or nothing's happening. But if you keep going, something eventually will happen. So just keep at it. Yeah, and that's again, it wasn't necessarily one thing. Again, you also gotta find what works best for you. It might vary, you know, per individual. And you know, you'll start off by, you know, working with other people's techniques and things, and eventually you kind of get to it in a groove of finding what works for you. But I think the dream journal is definitely key, because then you start to kind of find you know, what's going on in your dream space, and recognizing the patterns. And that's when you can use that to kind of go, oh, okay, this is what's happening, you know, the next time. And then you can start to have meditations around, okay, if I see this in this particular dream in the future, then I'm going to do a reality check, and just kind of take it from there and see what happens. But yeah, this really just concludes the whole lucid dreaming series. Like I mentioned in the last video, when I talked about the lucid dream that I had, I'll keep making videos about it, just not every day. So anytime I feel inspired or something happened with my lucid dreaming practice, I'll share it, but I'd like to talk about other topics as well on this channel. If you're interested in anything that we teach or offer, check out adventurewithin.co. We offer aura readings, energy healings, meditation classes, and full-on psychic or spiritual trainings. So go check it out if you're interested.